So we are continuing our discussion from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 2 entitled Contents of Gita Summarized. And this is the last section of the second chapter, in which Krishna is describing the qualities of a person who is very steady in his intelligence, who is fixed in spiritual path. So we have heard many qualities of this person, how he is not distracted by the things of this world. He is not distracted by the insult and the praises. He is not affected by heat, cold, happiness, distress. He is equipoised. He has equal vision. And in the last class, we discussed that this person, a spiritual practitioner, should be very, very careful, not allowing your senses to get distracted. If the senses, they get distracted, then what happens? That is described in last two verses. We heard that. It depends. It starts from contemplation, dhyayato. When we do dhyan on somebody, then we develop a desire to associate with that person or object. Sangasteshu upajayate. And the more we associate, the desires increase. Sangat sanjayate kam. And if we don't get the object which we desire, then comes krodha. Kamat krodho vijayate. When the kam is frustrated, I wanted this, I don't know why I'm not getting this, krodha. And the krodha leads to sammoha, illusion. One cannot understand the right and wrong. And when there is illusion, one does not even remember what all bad things happened to me in last time when I did this. Smriti Bhramsha. And when Smriti is Bhramsha, then Buddhi is Nash. Buddhi is destroyed. And ultimately the person falls down. So we discussed in great detail that verse. And now, in 64th verse, which we will be discussing today, Krishna, he'll be describing the last question. He's answering the last question of Arjun. If you remember in 54th verse of this chapter, Arjun asked 4 questions. Krishna, what are the general characteristics of a spiritual practitioner? Siddhapragyasya ka bhasha. Bhasha means general character. Kim prabhasheta. How does he respond to the insult and the praises? Kim asita, how he controls his senses. When he is in this world full of distractions, how he controls. And the last question was Brajeta Kim. How he moves around in this world full of temptations. You can't sit at home, your eyes closed. No, it is not possible. You have to move around, you have to work. So how this person controls his senses? So that will be described in last 8 verses from 64 to 72. We'll recite the 64th verse. Ragadvesha vimuktaistu Vishayan indriyaischaran Atmavashyai vidheyatma Prasadam adhigacchati. Somebody can read the translation, please, loudly.
But a person free from all attachments and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Rag and Dvesha, attachment and aversion. Vimukta. Mukta means free. Vimukta means Vishishta Rupena Mukta. That means one is completely free. When one is completely free from any attachment or aversion. I like this, I don't like this. These are the duality of this world. I want this, I don't want this. Heat, cold. Happiness, distress. These are the dualities. Dvandva, that is called as Dvandva. This world is full of dualities. If one thing is there, other side is also there. That is duality. So Raga and Dvesha. Attachment for something and aversion for something else. That is default in this world. Vimukta, when a person is free from this attachment and aversion. Second, Vishayan Indriyaicharan, and he is able to control his senses. Vishayan Indriya. He doesn't allow his Indriya to go to Vishay. Vishay means the objects of senses. The object of sense for the eye is the beautiful sight. For ears, nice sound, music. For tongue, nice food. So these are the sense objects. In Sanskrit, they are called as tanmatra. So the Vishaya, when the senses are not allowed to go to Vishaya. And how he does that? Third line is important. Atma Vashyai, he controls Atma Vashyai, under his control. How? Vidheya Atma, this is a very important word. Vidheya Atma means regulative principles of freedom. It looks an oxymoron. You know what is an oxymoron? Two contradictory words put together. You know, that is oxymoron. I was asking somebody one time an example of oxymoron, two contradictory words. So somebody said happily married. So Vidheya Atma, it looks contradictory. If you have regulation, that means there is no freedom. But here Prabhupada is writing the word regulative principles of freedom. So how is this? We'll discuss more on that. So if somebody is able to control his senses, free from attachment, aversion, by following the principles of freedom, regulative principles, then what we will achieve? Prasad. Jo prasad milta hai. What is the meaning of prasad? That is mercy. Then we will get complete mercy of the Lord. Adhigacchati means when one attains the mercy of the Lord. So that is the result. So basically Krishna is telling how to go to the next level of Krishna consciousness. How to get that higher taste. So this is a gradual process. Rag, Dvesh, put that aside. Because this is the most difficult thing, Rag and Dvesh. I like this, I don't like this. If you have some friend, naturally some people you don't like, some people you like. How can you put these two things on the same level? I am not attached, I am not envious. So that is a very difficult thing. It is just like a small child, he is told you can play and you have to study also, balance. That is the balance, Rag and Dvesha. How? By following scriptures. Vidheya Atma. Now there are two things. Detachment from this world and attachment to Krishna. From where we should begin? Should we begin from getting detached from the world, or should we begin from getting attached to Krishna? So how many of you say attached to Krishna? वहाँ से शुरू करिए. Okay, how many of you say being detached from this world? वहाँ से शुरू करेंगे. So naturally, as all of you said, and the more we get attached to Krishna, natural outcome is we'll be detached from this world. It has to happen. If this is not happening, that means there is something missing in our practice. I like everything. थोड़ा ये भी करते हैं, थोड़ा ये भी करते हैं. हम balance में करते हैं सब कुछ. That means there is some problem. We can't put our feet in two boats together. Either this or this. If we have feet in two boats, then we'll drown. Na maya mili na ram. फंस गए बीच में. So that's why we have to begin by getting attached to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada, when he went to America and he started teaching Bhagavad Gita to all the people, and they were into all the wrong things. Intoxication, gambling, illicit affairs, all meat eating. So Srila Prabhupada, how he started? He gave them the taste for spirituality in two ways. He fed them nice prasad. And for Americans, Indian cuisine was amazing. They had never tasted puri, sabji. And when Srila Prabhupada, he would serve hot puri, ekdam fluffy, ekdam phula hua. And all the people, they would come only for one thing. कुछ समझ आया नहीं आया कोई बात नहीं, एंड में भविष्य उज्जवल है. And they would not understand anything what Swamiji is saying. First of all, Indian, उसमें Bengali, thick Bengali accent Prabhupada had. That too 70 years. And Americans, hippies, they had a slogan, don't trust anyone above 30. And here Prabhupada was 70. Still they all were coming because they knew Swamiji loves us. And Swamiji feeds us. That is the only thing which registered. One time Srila Prabhupada was giving a class and he was talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami is one of the acharyas, great acharya. So, how many of you have heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before coming to ISKCON? तो यहाँ पे 3-4 लोगों को मालूम. तो अमेरिका में क्या हाल होगा? कृष्ण नहीं मालूम है तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु कहाँ? सनातन गोस्वामी किधर? So as Prabhupada is speaking, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is speaking to Sanatan Goswami and they are taking notes also. Somebody is writing Sanatan Goswami. Somebody is writing Sanatan. कुछ तो लिख रहे हैं. In that they are very loyal. कि notes बना रहे हैं हम लोग. We are taking down whatever Swamiji is speaking, whatever they understood, they were writing. So slowly they started developing that taste for Krishna consciousness in the form of taking prasad, and they would like kirtan, music. They would not understand what Swamiji is saying. Not even a word would register for some people. But कोई बात नहीं. शुरू का ठीक है, एंड का is wonderful. बीच का थोड़ा सहन कर लेंगे. And they were into all different states. I am speaking, so I am confident that everybody understands what I am speaking. And everybody has come with the motive of understanding. There, all the people would come, some people drunk, some people under drugs. And you can see, looking at their face only, he is not here. His body is only sitting here. Some people are sitting with their legs towards Prabhupada and some people are looking at here. But still, they only knew one thing, Swamiji feeds us. So Srila Prabhupada, he knew of all the 5 senses, which is the most powerful? Tongue. Because tongue has 2 functions, eating and speaking. So he engaged these 2 functions in Krishna's service. He fed them nice prasad and he engaged them in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And gradually the purification started. So slowly we have to develop attraction for Krishna, and naturally the attraction for things of this world will go away. It is natural. We don't have to even endeavor for it. It's like for many, giving up meat eating, intoxication, most of us are not into that. But for many the problem is चाय कॉफी ना, ये सबसे बड़ी तपस्या बोल देते हैं. इसके बिना सब चल जाता है. अपने चाय से तो अपना सिस्टम शुरू होता है सुबह में. चाय नहीं डाला तो सिस्टम जाम हो जाता है. So for many it is a great tapasya, but in due course of time that also becomes insignificant. We have to just focus on getting attached to Krishna and keep praying to Krishna. Krishna, please.
Why tea is prohibited?
Thank you for asking this question. After 1 year. Because tea has intoxicant. Caffeine is intoxication. Otherwise, if it is not intoxicant, then why people are not able to give it up? Are we addicted to rice and dal and chapati? नहीं मिला तो craving होता है.
Sir, without rice, stomach is not happy.
But फिर भी चल जाता है ना. Addiction means you have to take. नहीं तो पूरा हेडेक होता है. हेडेक होता है आपको राइस नहीं खाया तो. नहीं. That is withdrawal symptom. So that's why it is. So for most of the Indians, Britishers have given a gift. Chai. उसमें भी दूध मिला के चाय. Because Britishers, they would take black tea. And they understood that Indians, they don't like black tea. So we have to sell them chai. So क्या करेंगे? Mix milk. It has nutrition value also. ऐसा करके बेचना शुरू किया उन्होंने. And now all the Indians, they say चाय के बिना कैसे चलेगा. So Prabhupada, he gave them higher taste. Then all the lower taste automatically went away. Srila Prabhupada didn't even tell them that you have to follow these principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex life. They were not even told to them. Prabhupada only focused on giving positive. Just get the good experience of Krishna consciousness. And slowly they started chanting also. 16 rounds they would chant. And they got initiated. After getting initiated, can you imagine after getting Diksha? Diksha tak बताया नहीं प्रभुपाद की 4 नियम पालन करना है. And after Diksha is done, that means they took a vow that I will chant for 16 rounds and follow 4 principles, formal initiation vow, ho gaya sab. That day evening, Prabhupada, on a piece of paper, he wrote, all the initiated disciples should follow 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. And chant 16 rounds. And all of them had a shock. Swamiji ne pehle nahi bataya sab. But they were so attached to Swamiji that they said, "ठीक है चलेगा." Swamiji is saying, "Now we'll give up all this." So that is higher taste. That they didn't mind even giving up. जो जीवन भर किए हैं. So that is higher taste. So by following scriptures, slowly, rag and dvesh, it becomes insignificant. Atma vashya vidhe atma. Whenever we are told not to do something, then the natural question is, why? क्यों नहीं करना है? Because I like it. Because today's generation believes in freedom. No restrictions. Are restrictions bad or good? Are restrictions good or bad? सब लोग डर रहे हैं बोलने में.
According to the circumstances.
Anything you want to achieve, you have to follow some restrictions. Anything you do in life. If you are an athlete, you can't say, I will practice whenever I want. No, discipline is required. A student, discipline is required. A singer will not eat all the cold items. A gymnast will not eat cold items. So restrictions, they are not bad. If somebody says this kite is attached to a string, the string is restricting the movement of the kite. Let's cut the string. What will happen? It may fly for some time, then. So restrictions may look binding, but because of restrictions, one can get more freedom. That's why it is called as regulative principles of freedom. If somebody says, why I have to follow the traffic rules? It is restricting my movement. If we are not following traffic rules, what will happen? Traffic jam. Then instead of freedom, it will create more chaos. So therefore, regulation is not deprivation. It is protection also sometimes. When we are regulated, we are protected. Some limits restrict, but some protect. So we have to be really careful. We should not think, अरे ये सब क्या है, इसको ये मत करो, वो मत करो, ऐसा मत खाओ, वो मत खाओ, यहाँ मत जाओ, ये मत सुनो. इतना restrictions देते हैं. I like freedom in my life. देखो, this people, this society, this group, no restrictions. You do whatever you want and you follow whatever you want. ऐसा होना चाहिए. यहाँ पे आप लोग बोलते हैं ये मत करो, वो मत करो, ऐसा मत करो. It looks really restricting, but restrictions are always required. Unless we are disciplined, we can't achieve anything. Have we achieved anything without discipline in life? Discipline is must. So why we should question when it comes to spirituality? नहीं, spirituality में discipline नहीं चाहिए. It requires great discipline. So as we evolve in our spiritual understanding, slowly we will understand that these restrictions, they give us eternal joy. Prasad, we will get prasad only when we follow something. We go to doctor and doctor says you have this problem and you have diabetes and you can't eat sweets. He's restricting me. I want to eat sweets. But that restriction is good for the person. Doctor will always give two things: prescriptions and restrictions. If somebody says, okay, I'll take prescriptions, but restrictions nahi chahiye. You can allow me to do and eat whatever I want, then you are a good doctor. That doesn't work. So when we read scriptures, then we understand what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do. We understand our moral fences. So prasada, atmavashya vidhe atma, it is very important, In today's world, people, they say we can do anything we want. People, they promote free love, no restrictions. But no restrictions means lots of problems in the society. So it is very important. It looks very difficult and freedom looks very attractive. I can do anything. I can be with anyone. Ultimately, it brings frustration. One time there was a king. His name was Bhartrihari. And if you've heard this King Bhartrihari, चलिए ठीक है, नहीं सुना है तो बता सकते हैं. So Bhartrihari, he had a very beautiful wife. And he was so much attached to his wife, he had written 100 verses glorifying the beauty of his wife. And if you have done that. And he named it Shringar Shatak. One day, a person came and he said, "Oh king, I have a very precious gift. And I have this gift and I am giving it to you, and you should give to only the person whom you love the most." And it was a very costly diamond ring. So naturally, Bhartrihari, he gave to whom? To his wife, naturally. He was so much attached. And he told the same thing, I got this ring and then I was told that you should give this ring to somebody whom you love the most. That's why I'm giving to you. So this wife, she said, "Oh, thank you." The problem was, wife was in love with the minister of the kingdom. So she gave the ring to minister, saying the same thing. This is the ring you should give to somebody whom you love the most. Now the minister, he was in love with the famous prostitute of the country. He gave to her, saying the same thing. This is the ring you should give to a person whom you love the most. And guess what? She was in love with the king. She came and gave the ring back to the king. अब क्या हुआ रहेगा राजा का? He got self-realization. Because he is a king, he understood what must have happened. He made the whole connection. And he became so frustrated with all this. He left the kingdom, he became a sannyasi. And then he wrote 100 verses glorifying renunciation. And he named it Vairagya Shatak. And one of the verses in that was Ya chintayami satatam maisa virakta sapyanyamichhati jano apyanya sakta asmat krite cha paritushyati kachitanya dhiktam cha tam cha madanam cha imam cha mam cha या चिंतयामि सततम, मैं जिसका सतत चिंतन करता था, मयि सा अविरक्ता, वो तो मुझसे विरक्त थी, सा अपि अन्य इच्छति, वो तो किसी और को चाहती थी, और वो जिसको चाहती थी वो किसी और को चाहता था. And अस्मत् कृते च परितुष्यति काचित् अन्य, and that person, he loved somebody else. So therefore, my conclusion is dhik tamcha, to hell with my wife, tamcha, to hell with the lover of my wife, madanamcha, to hell with the Cupid who made fool of all of us, and imamcha, and mamcha also, to hell with me also. Why I got into all this? I am such a foolish king. So the more people think I am free to do anything, it is not free. Everything comes with a price. So unless we are regulated, we can't achieve anything in this world. Anything free brings frustration apart from prasad. So that is Atma Vashya Vidheya Atma, and then only we will get prasad. If we are regulated in our eating, sleeping, defending, eating, what we see, what we hear, what we do, then ultimately we will get prasad. Then we'll get mercy of Krishna. We'll get the higher taste. So that's how, sometimes we think mere se nahi hoga, so it is so very difficult. Practice spirituality, so many restrictions. I can't do this. Hoga. Because Krishna is giving us assurance always. I provide what my devotee lacks, and I protect what my devotee has. Please take out 9th chapter, 22nd verse. Krishna speaks this. Krishna is giving a very wonderful declaration. If somebody thinks of me, connects to me, serves me, I do two things for them. I provide what they lack and I protect what they have. We'll recite this beautiful verse. Ananya shintayanto mam ye janah pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Yogakshema. Whatever you have, I will protect. Vahami aham. Vahami means I'll carry whatever you lack. So that is the faith a devotee should have. And Krishna expects only one thing, endeavor. Krishna doesn't like lazy people. He likes hard working, not hardly working. We have to really work hard. Spirituality requires lots of hard work. It is not that अच्छा लगता है, मन शांत होता है. It is good, मन शांत होता है, अच्छा लगता है. But you have to endeavor. मेहनत तो करना पड़ता है. And all our endeavor boils down to chanting regularly. That is सबसे बड़ा endeavor. इसके अलावा सब चलता है. प्रभु जी, आपके ISKCON में सब अच्छा है. बस ये दो चीज नहीं हो रहेगा ना. Then life will be bliss. What is that? ये जो आप चैंटिंग करने के लिए बोलते हो और जो बैठ के 1-1 घंटा लेक्चर सुनाते हो, तो बचा क्या फिर ISKCON में? So that is the greatest endeavor. And the more we are committed to this process, the more we will experience that prasad. Prasadam adhigacchati. It comes in Damodar Leela. In few months, Kartik month is coming. In Damodar month, we hear this wonderful story of how Krishna, he made a mischief. He broke that pot of butter and Yashoda was running after him to catch him. Ultimately, she catches him, tries to bind him. इतना मेहनत कर रही है. She is running. This story is happening in Deepavali day in Vrindavan. That means November. November में what is the season in Vrindavan? Winter. Peak of winter. Not peak, but it is winter. Now to get sweat in winter in Vrindavan, it is not so easy. But Mother Yashoda, she is really working hard. First of all, she is running to catch Krishna. And then she is trying to bind Krishna. And as Krishna is caught by Yashoda, she is trying to bind Krishna. And Krishna, he has many powers, many potencies, Shaktis. One of the Shakti of Krishna is Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Satya Sankalpa means if Krishna decides something, it has to happen. All his Shaktis start working. That is Satya Sankalpa Shakti. है ऐसा शक्ति किसी में? मैं सोचा तो हो जाता है, अपना उल्टा होता है, सोचा तो नहीं होता है. So Krishna's energies are working. And because Krishna made a plan, Arey Baba, I have to go and play with my friends, and I have to steal from that Gopi's house. Then I have to go and dance with my friends in the night, Gopis. I cannot be bound. He is not allowing Krishna, Yashoda to bind him. She is not allowing. Satya Sankalpa Shakti. But then Krishna sees his mother. She is really working hard. She is sweating. All her hairs, the flowers on her hair are falling. Swamato Svinnagatraya Visrishta Kavarasraja Drishtva Parishramam Krishnam Kripaya Seet Swabandhane. Swamatu Svinnagatraya, her whole body is full of sweat. Visrishta Kavarasraja, her hairs are getting disarrayed. Flowers are falling. So what Krishna saw? Drishtva Parishram. When Krishna saw the Parishram of Mother Yashoda, then another Shakti of Krishna came in front. That is called as Kripa Shakti. She is the queen of all the Shaktis. When she comes in front, all the Shaktis step back. So Kripa Shakti decided, I want to give mercy to Yashoda. Then Kripaya Asit Swabandhane. Then Krishna was bound. So unless we endeavor, Krishna will not be bound. It is not so easy to control Krishna. It is not so easy to get the mercy of Krishna. So what we have to do is, we have to take small steps. Keep on practicing slowly, gradually. Don't give up. Don't think मेरे से नहीं होगा, ये तो बड़े लोगों के लिए होता है. हम कहाँ, हम तो माया में पड़े हुए बद्ध जीव हैं. It is possible for everyone. However fallen we may be, or we may think ourselves not qualified. But Kripa Shakti is very powerful. And Krishna shows her his Kripa Shakti only when he sees somebody endeavoring. If we don't endeavor, then Krishna will not show that mercy. So that's why Prasada Adhigachati. Prabhupada writes, it is already explained that one may externally control the senses by some artificial process. But unless the senses are engaged in service of the Lord, there is every chance of a fall. Although the person in full Krishna consciousness may apparently be on sensual plane, but because of his being Krishna conscious, he has no attachment. So apparently, a devotee may be in the beginning stages, he may be attached to things of this world. But if he has faith, no. Although I have desires, I want to do this, but I have heard and I have faith. So therefore I will not do this. He may fall down sometimes, but still, any of you have seen boxing match? When the person is declared defeated, when he refuses to get up. We are always playing a boxing match with Maya Devi, with our desires, with our lower nature. We may fall down. Maya Devi may knock us down. What we have to do? Again get up. You should not feel अब क्या फायदा उठ के दोबारा तो गिरना ही है. No. Learn from a child. Child as he is learning to walk, कितने बार गिरता है वो? कभी बोलता है अब कितने बार उठने का भाई? बस हो गया, I'll not get up. Again he walks, again he gets up. So that's a devotee, never gives up. Then he gets prasad. So that is Krishna conscious devotee, never gives up. Utsaha, Nishchay and Dhairya. Enthusiasm, patience and confidence. Nishchay, I will definitely do this. And even if I am not able to come up to my expectations, no problem. I will keep on practicing. Then prasadam adhigacchati will happen. Prabhupada writes, Krishna conscious person is concerned only with Krishna's satisfaction and nothing else. Therefore, he is transcendental to all attachment and detachment. He is not so much concerned whether it is good or bad. Krishna likes it, I'll do it. That is raga and dvesha vimukta. Because we have our understanding of what I like, what I don't like. Yudhishthira, he was a Satyavadi. He would never speak a lie. And Krishna told Yudhishthira, you have to speak a lie. For most of us, speaking a lie is not a big deal. कहाँ पे है? हाँ बोरीवली पहुँच गए रहेंगे दादर मतलब for us it is ठीक है ना उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है तो normal है but for Yudhishthira it was not a small thing to speak a lie. That's why Krishna chose Yudhishthira only because he doesn't speak a lie. You have to speak a lie that Ashwatthama is dead. Because unless Dronacharya is shocked by the news of the death of his son, he will not give up the bow. Krishna says, how can I speak a lie? Says Krishna says, you have to speak. He says, okay, I'll speak a half lie. Ashwatthama hata narova kunjarova. So Bhima did, okay, you are a little, not so happy. Okay, what I'll do? There was an elephant in his army. His name was also Ashwatthama. So Bhima went and killed that elephant. He said, okay, now you speak that Ashwatthama is dead. So still Yudhishthira said, Ashwatthama hata, Ashwatthama is dead. But Narova Kunjarova, human being or elephant, I don't know. But as he spoke Narova, Krishna blew his conch. Kunjarova सुनाई नहीं दी अपने को. So we should not be so much attached कि ये सत्य बोलना है. Rag and dvesha, whatever pleases Krishna. Of course, that should not give us a license to speak a lie. प्रभु जी ने बोला है, बोल सकते हैं. Otherwise, it will become our second nature only. You should not use duplicity always. We should use duplicity always only when needed. It's like there are three types of nitis. One thing is Brihaspati Niti. Good end and good means. You want to do something good and you will follow good means. Second is called as Shukra Niti. Good end, any means is okay. Third is Kanik Niti. Bad end and the bad means. So इसमें से कौन सी नीति हमको फॉलो करनी चाहिए? कौन सी नीति? बृहस्पति या शुक्र या कणिक? How many for कणिक नीति? कोई नहीं है. शुक्र, बृहस्पति, तो बाकी लोग क्या फॉलो करेंगे फिर? जो समय पे So Krishna used Shukra Niti sometimes. Always followed Brihaspati Niti. But Shukra Niti he used sometimes, just like in this situation. Just like he told Arjun to kill Karna when he was on the ground. Then he told Bhima to hit Duryodhan below waist. This is all Shukra Niti. Whatever is favorable for my practice of bhakti, Whatever Krishna likes me to do, I'll do it. Then I'll not be attached. Okay, यही करना है, ऐसा ही करना है. Whatever is needed. Raga, Dvesha, Vimukta. I like to do something. I don't like to do something. I don't like to chant. Still I have to do. I don't like to get up early in the morning. It's like many years back, there was one person. He was staying in temple and after a few months he said, I am going. बहुत हो गया अभी. I don't want to stay now. So he was asked, भाई क्या हो गया? What's the problem? किसी ने कुछ बोला आपको? Somebody told you something, chastised. He said, no, everything is fine. Then what's the problem? देखिए क्या है ना, आप ये जो मंगल आरती 5 बजे करते हो ना, वो 5 से 9 बजे कर देंगे ना, then everything will be wonderful. So we have to give up some of our, desires. Raga and Dvesha Vimukta. Whatever is favorable for practice of spirituality, I will do it. Whatever is unfavorable, I will reject it. What is favorable? There are 6 things which are favorable. We discussed, I think, last time also. Utsaha, Nishchay, Dhairya, Tat Tat Karma Pravartan, Sangatyag, Sato Vitte. These are the 6 favorable things. What are the unfavorable things? Atyahar, Prayas, Prajalpa, Niyamagraha, Janasanga, Laulyam, Shadivir Bhakti Vinashyati. So a devotee is only interested what pleases Krishna, I will do it. Whatever is not pleasing Krishna, I will reject it. Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam. That is raga, dvesha, vimukta. Prabhupada writes, if Krishna wants, the devotee can do anything which is ordinarily undesirable. And if Krishna does not want, he shall not do that which he would have ordinarily done for his own satisfaction. I like this, but now Krishna is telling me, I will not do this. I like chai, coffee in the morning. Krishna is telling, I will not do this. And somebody is telling, आप लोग बोल रहे हैं चाय कॉफी, कहाँ लिखा है बताओ? लास्ट टाइम बताया था ना आपको, कहाँ लिखा है भगवद गीता में? सब लोग को मालूम हो गया होगा ना? देखिए, और नंबर भी याद हो गया है. देखिए, कोट करने के लिए भगवद गीता में लिखा है, कोट भी कर देंगे हम, श्लोक भी याद कर लेंगे. याद किए कि नहीं? श्लोक नहीं याद किए हैं? देखो, उनको श्लोक भी याद है. So we should understand, to love somebody, we have to do some sacrifices. To get attached to somebody, to make a relation with somebody, we have to make so many endeavors, right? Why not make little endeavor to come close to Krishna? That is what is expected. Whatever is dear to us, ye chahiye mujhe. Okay, Krishna says, give up. Okay, I will not do this. Because Krishna always desires our welfare. Krishna is not a sadist. कि मजा आएगा, इनको दुख देते हैं. No. It is like a small child who is told by the father, don't see movies, don't see all these serials, cartoon मत देखो. बच्चों को कितना बुरा लगता है नहीं? बच्चे को लगता है भाई पापा समझते ही नहीं है मुझे. Papa is always saying what I want to do. He is not telling, he is not giving me what I want to see. It's like one time, father was telling, बेटा, and ये बेचारा बेटा जो है ना, मुश्किल से पास होने वाला बेटा है. पापा बोलते हैं, बेटा इस बार तुझे 80% लाना है. तो बेटा बोलता है, नहीं पापा इस बार तो 100% का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. तो पापा बोलता है, मजाक मत कर. बेटा बोलता है, शुरू किसने किया? यहाँ पे मेरा 35% का प्रॉब्लम है, and you are saying 80% लाओ. So we should always understand, whatever Krishna says, I may not like it, but it is for my welfare. Krishna's actions, they are not always pleasant, but they are always benevolent. They are always for my welfare. That is a faith a devotee should have. So whatever Krishna says, I will do it. Raga, Dvesha, Vimukta. Because Vidheyatma. Scriptures are telling me to do this. So although I don't want, still I do. Prasadam adhigacchati. Therefore, to act or not to act is within his control because he acts only under the direction of Krishna. This consciousness is a causeless mercy of the Lord, which the devotee can achieve in spite of his being attached to sensual platform. If somebody develops this determination, I will do whatever Krishna says. That is a great mercy. Not everybody gets this mercy. Whatever my Guru says, whatever Krishna says, I will do this. There's a wonderful story of a small boy. One time a sage was traveling in the forest. He sees a very small 5 years old boy sitting alone. So he asks, Beta, who are you? He says, my name is Adaiya. So Adaiya? He says, ye kaisa naam hai? That's what they call me. I have no, who is your father, mother? I have no father, mother. Both my parents died long back when I was very small. He was a Brahmana, but both mother, father, they are gone. Then why people call you Adhaiya? He says, I eat 2.5 kilo every time. So इसलिए लोगों ने मेरा नाम क्या दे दिया? Adhaiya. So this sadhu started laughing. He said, okay, no problem, you come with us. You stay in our ashram. खाने को मिलेगा ना? बोले हाँ मिलेगा. Then everything is okay. I'll eat 2.5 kilo. You eat whatever you want. चलेगा. So he came, started staying in the ashram. He said, I will not eat for free. Give me some seva also. He said, okay, every day you go and graze the cows. So he said, okay. So every day he would go take the cows and whole day he would be there and he would be given prasad कि भाई pack करके दे दो भूख लगता है उसको. Evening he would come back every day and after a week the Gurudev he said, Beta, today there is no prasad. Guruji, you told me you will give me every day. Beta, today is Ekadashi. Ekadashi there are no grains. So nothing is cooked in the Ekadashi. He said, no Guruji, I can't stay like this. Please do something. So he said, okay Guruji, one option. You give me rice, dal and aloo, I will cook in the forest. So he says, okay. Guruji says, okay, chalo, isko बांध के दे दो. So 2.5 kilo gave. And while giving, Guruji said, look, you will be making prasad, right? Bhoga. Please don't forget to offer to Lord Ram. Please call Lord Ram and offer him. Then only you eat. So he said, okay. He's a small boy, उसको मालूम नहीं क्या होता है, कैसे ऑफर करते हैं. He thought गुरुजी बोल रहे हैं. Guruji is telling, call Lord Ram. So Lord Ram will come and I'll give him, then remaining I'll eat. So he goes to the forest and the time comes, he starts cooking and then after cooking is done, he is about to eat also. He remembers Guruji told, offer to Lord Ram. So he started praying, oh Lord, please come. Oh my Thakurji of Guruji, please come. Please eat. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, Thakurji aa nahi rahe. He's saying, oh Guruji, Thakurji, I am hungry. Please come, eat fast. And he's such a small, sweet boy. Seeing his, innocent words, Lord Ram comes. And he says, who are you? He says, I am Thakurji of your Guruji. I am Lord Ram. He says, Acha, you sit, na, jaldi baitho. You sit quickly and you eat. After that, I have to eat. So he fed Lord Ram and Lord Ram said, look, I don't eat like this. You close your eyes. So he closed his eyes and Lord Ram ate everything. So he opened his eyes. He said, kuch nahi bachaya. I am also hungry. He said, what to do? I was hungry. I ate everything. So he said, ठीक है, पहले बताना चाहिए ना इतना खाते हैं आप. I would have cooked more. So he went back, complained to Guruji, कि आपके ठाकुर जी आए थे. He ate everything. And I was hungry. So Guruji thought, ये कुछ तो ऐसे ही गड़बड़ बोल रहा है. He ate everything. He wanted more, it seems. Next Ekadashi, same situation. said, Guruji, this time you give me 5 kilo. Half kilo for your Thakurji, half kilo, or 2.5 kilo for your Thakurji, 2.5 kilo for me. So he said, okay, leke jao. So Guruji didn't doubt this time. He thought, chalega, bechara bachcha hai, 5 saal ka khata hu, theek hai. So he went and he cooked, he started making roti, sabji, dal, chawal, sab ready karke. Oh, Guruji ke Thakurji, please come. So this time Sita Maiya said, where are you going every Ekadashi? He said, my small devotee is calling me. She said, I also come. Okay, come. So Sita and Ram both came. And then Adhaiya says, who is she? He says, he is my wife, she is my wife. She will also eat. So Sita said, if you give, then I'll eat. No, बैठे, both of you sit, I'll feed. So दोनों को अच्छे से भोग लगा के little only was remaining. So he ate. बेचारे का पेट नहीं भरा. Again he came back. He said, Guruji, आज 2 आए थे. Next Ekadashi, same situation. He said, Guruji, this time 7.5 kilo. 5 kilo for your Ram and Sita, and 2.5 kilo for me. So again he cooked everything and made, and oh Guruji ke Thakurji, please come. And he knew Patni bhi aayenge saath mein, Sita Maiya, so he had cooked more. So Lakshman ji said, अरे आप लोग 2 लोग आ जा रहे. So Lord Ram said, अरे Baba, there is a nice wonderful devotee, he calls us for Bhoga Prasad. So Lord Lakshman said, I will also come. So Lord Ram says, look, वो थोड़ा अलग है, don't take his word seriously, huh? So he says, no problem. So Guruji ke Thakurji, please come. So this time Ram, Sita and Lakshman. So as soon as he saw, बेचारा दुखी हो गया फिर से. 3 आए हैं आज तो. मैं तो 2 के लिए बनाया, 3 आ गए. So ये भी खाएंगे. So Lakshman said, yeah, if you feed, then no, please बैठे. So again he came back, again next Ekadashi, Guruji, today 10 kilos. So सब लाद के लेके गया वो. So this time Hanumanji said, where are you going, oh my lord? He said, we have a very sweet devotee, he calls us every Ekadashi. So Hanumanji said, I also want to come. So all of them came. And as this Adhaiya, he saw char. So anyways, next Ekadashi, he took more. And this time his guru became little doubtful. Kya karta hai itna? He cannot eat all this. So he thought, okay, I'll go behind what he does. This time what he does, he says, why only I have to cook every time? He didn't cook anything. All chawal, dal, sabji, everything is lying there. And he calls, oh Guruji ke Thakurji, please come with your family. So everybody comes. And Lord Ram says, you have not cooked anything. Why I have to cook every time? You all eat and I get only little. Today you only cook. So this time Sita Maiya, she said, okay, I will cook. So she cooks, and she cooks all the wonderful preparations. And as the news spread all over the universe, Sita Maiya is cooking personally. So as all the cooking is done, and Adhaiya is thinking, today I will eat first. So as he sits for eating, all the big sages appear. Because who will leave Prasad cooked by the hands of Sita? So as he is about to sit and have his plate, he sees so many people have come. आज तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. So by this time, his guru is behind him, and he says, "ये किससे बात कर रहा है ये सब?" He is not able to see anybody. His guru is not able to see anyone. And this Adhaiya is seeing all Ram, Lakshman, Sita, Hanuman, and all the great sages are assembled. So this Adhaiya, he looks back, he sees his guru. He says, Guruji, please tell your ठाकुर जी ना, ये इतना अपना परिवार लेके आते हैं, आई एम हंग्री. And this guru is thinking, I am not able to see anybody. Then he tells Lord Ram, oh Lord, oh Ramji, why you are not visible to my guru? So Lord Ram says, look, your guru doesn't have that simple faith which you have. You have that innocent faith in the words of your guru. Of course, that guru is also very exalted, but just to make things more interesting. So then this Sadhaiya said, no Guruji, Lord Ram aisa bol rahe hain. So Guruji told, can you please request Lord to give me darshan? And then Lord Ram gives darshan to his guru. So what attracted mercy of Lord Ram to Sadhaiya? Not innocence, his faith in the words of his guru. Guruji said, Lord will come. So Guruji said, matlab it has to happen. Guruji never says any wrong. So he had no doubt in the words of his guru. Guruji has said, Ram will come, he will eat. So Lord Ram has to come. So that is the faith of a devotee. So ultimately we have to come to that level of faith. And this faith for us begins by reading scriptures, following scriptures. Vidheya Atma. The more we practice, the more we develop faith, the more we chant regularly, attentively, the more we advance in spiritual life. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions anybody has? Yes, Mati. Yes, mic is coming, just a minute. इसका थर्ड में वॉल्यूम कम करिए इसका, थर्ड वाला. अरे कृष्ण, और कम करिए. माइक हटाइए. हाँ दे दीजिए. ऑन कर लीजिए. यू कैन स्विच ऑन द माइक. It's not working. ठीक है, ऐसे ही बोलिए. थर्ड में डालिए. नहीं वो उसका नहीं है, थर्ड में डालिए. हाँ, you can speak. Yeah.
My question is that what is the extent of need?
Extent of?
Need, our needs.
Extent of our needs, that you have to decide.
How?
Everybody has a different scale. Anything which is not obstructing our spiritual advancement, that is okay. Our need can be unlimited because there is no end. As it is said, there is enough for everyone's need but not for one person's greed. Right? So the needs have no end. But what we have to do is, we have to understand what is essential for my spiritual practices. Will it become an obstacle for my spiritual practice? If no, okay, I can get this. If yes, I will not do this. So our basic parameter is anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam. Accept what is favorable, reject what is unfavorable. Whatever is need for me may become greed for somebody else. For a king, staying in a palace is a need. Because if he doesn't stay in a palace, he will not be able to rule the kingdom properly. That is his need. But if an ordinary Brahman says, Mera bhi need hai, palace chahiye, that is not need, that is greed. So different people have different needs. So we have to understand what is favorable for my spiritual practices and work accordingly. And if we have confusion, not able to understand, is this my need or greed, ask somebody senior who is more expert in devotional practice. They can guide us. Is this right or wrong type of desire? Simple as that. If we are confused, just approach somebody Tasmat gurum prapadyeta jigyasu shreya uttamam. Approach a bona fide teacher who can tell us this is right, this is not right. Okay.
And you told about 3 nitis. Can you please repeat that also?
सोच रहे हैं लगता है कुछ. बृहस्पति नीति, शुक्र नीति and Kanik Niti. Kanik Niti means bad end and the bad means. Shukni was like that. Shukra Niti means good end and the any means is okay. Bad means also will work. Brihaspati Niti means good means and good end. So that's how. So mostly we should work in Brihaspati. If needed, Shukra. Any other questions? ओए क्या बात है? Yes, question. बोलिए. अरे बाप रे, एक और श्लोक याद करके आए आज. आप मेरा टेस्ट करते हैं क्या? बोलिए. माइक दे दीजिए, सुनाइए सबको. क्या हो गया?
जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम् एवं यो विदितः तत्त्वादेयं पुनर्जन्मानेति मामे तीर्षो अर्जुन.
Wonderful. Please give a big hand. This is 4th chapter, 9th verse. On the occasion of Janmashtami, a nice verse to meditate on. Krishna says that Janma and Karma, the birth and the activities of mind, are transcendental, divya. They are not like ordinary birth. Evam yo vetti, one who knows this, tattvataha, in truth. One who knows about the actions of Krishna, the birth of Krishna in truth. What's the result? After this birth, after this life, tyaktva deham, punarjanma naiti. One does not have to take birth again. So where he goes? Mameti, they come to me. So that is the understanding. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes.
So, Guruji,
Mike. चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है? What's the problem? ठीक है, loudly बोलिए.
so the work profile where I work, so there are sometimes commercials are involved. Okay? So back end, the things are not moving very fast. It takes time. So there are suppliers behind us every time that things to be done on time. But as you know, the back end work is it takes some time. Okay, so we have to lie to the supplier. Okay, we'll do it in 2-3 days, 1 week. So will this come in a bad karma? Like I'm lying with the supplier.
Every profession has some fault involved. Krishna says in 3rd chapter this. Every profession has fault. Just like if you go to a shopkeeper, he will say, आपके लिए सस्ते में दे रहे हैं. आपके लिए बेस्ट वाला निकाल के दिया हूं मैं. So वो सच बोलता है. But unless he speaks that, we will not even look at this. Right? It is a fault. Every profession has some fault. But our purpose is, of course, there is a little sin involved in speaking a lie, but if that lie is spoken for a higher purpose, if I will not get this, then I will get disturbed. I will not be able to focus on my spiritual practices also. My family will suffer. So therefore, I have to speak this, because ultimately I will use it in Krishna service only. But it should not become our default setting. We should not become a liar always, only when needed, So that's why it is important to understand where to draw a line. Otherwise, every profession has some fault. Brahmanas in the previous times, they had a fault of doing yajna in which they had to kill cow and the horses, ashwamedha yajna, gomedha yajna. It is a fault. Of course, they had the power to revive that. That's why they were doing. They were not doing sacrifice to kill animals and eat. They were doing gomedha, ashwamedha to test the power of mantra. They would kill the cow and they would revive them with a young body or a human body. So every profession has some fault. Fault of Kshatriya profession is he has to kill enemies. That's what Arjuna was saying. Why I should kill? And that's what Krishna says, you kill for higher purpose. You kill for my pleasure. Then you will not be implicated. Okay. that is
at the
required.
organization level. So there are decisions which are not in our.
Yes, yes, yes. We should not be thinking too much about these things sometimes. Just do the needful, focusing on our spiritual practices more. Any other questions?
पीछे पीछे है तो कुछ भी है यार हो जाएगा